Hello everyone, this is Kosher Bacon. Welcome back to Stoneblock. Tried recording a montage, it didn't work. Ugh. So, some progress has been made, unfortunately. Nothing big, though. Big thing is we moved those chickens we had over to here, and I guess I'll go outline my plan for them. Real quickly, does anyone know how to record Minecraft in proper full screen, like, without this bar at the top over here, using OBS Studio? Because I'm at a loss. I've been tweaking around with that for a while. Let me know in the comments if you do. Anyways, this is our chickens so far. Yeah. So, here's the deal. If we want a gray chicken, right? No, it's spelled with an E, not an A. Come on, game. Yeah, gray chicken. So, we can craft that, actually. But pretend we wanted to breed a gray chicken. What would we do? We'd breed a bone white and an ink black chicken. We actually have both of those right now. So, here's the thing. If we breed a 111 bone white and a 111 black, they will produce a 111 gray, or maybe like a 231 or something very low. If we breed a 101010 black and a 101010 gray, 101010 white, then the baby might be 101010 gray. It might also be 555, depending on the mod pack's configurations. In Sky Factory 3, if both parents were maxed out, the child would already be maxed out. This is helpful because it can take a while to breed chickens, especially the later level ones where they take forever to grow up. So right now I've got all the ones that you can't breed. You have to craft the eggs for them. And I'm trying to 1010 them because we're going to check this out. If it turns out, because like if we want to make that draconium chicken, if we have to 1010 every chicken all the way up to it, that's going to take forever. So if it turns out that it doesn't, that the stats of the parent don't affect the children for crossbreeding purposes, then we can use the smart chickens. Smart chickens are obtained by just giving a book, like tossing it at it, like I did with those seeds, at a regular chicken. That makes it a smart one, and they can be bred together and make super smart chickens. So with these guys, if you breed them with another type of chicken, the baby will have the properties of the other chicken, I believe, like a guaranteed chance of that, or maybe it'll be a smart, and it will have 999 stats if the parent is 101010. I believe that's how that works. So right now I've got, oh, actually a whole bunch of them just started hatching. So like here's a 574 chicken, right? 574 lapis blue. Meanwhile, this guy's a 355, this guy's a 244. Sorry, you're outmoded. And before we stick this guy in here, let's just feed him some seeds. That slows down the growing cooldown you can see over there. Each seed is less effective than the previous one to the point where they stop being effective around 45 seconds in. Then we take the outdated model and we just toss him in the hole of shame and we don't talk about him. And onward to the next one, and we just do that over and over until we get maximum stat chickens. Like, look at this guy. 543. I don't know if he's better than any of his parents. 553. No. So in this case, the baby goes to the hole of shame. The other thing I was trying to do on during the montage I tried to do was I wanted to make a I wanted to upgrade the reactor, not to tier, because right now it's a tier 3 reactor, right, or a tier 2. I wanted to upgrade it to tier 4. What was the 794? Oh my goodness! I know who's getting replaced. Here, we should have a ton of seeds, and we don't. Okay, game. So you can see the breeding cooldown on these guys is also getting pretty short too, so that's cool. And like I said, if we can reduce how many chickens we have to make, because we want to produce all the chickens eventually, so if we can reduce how much time we need to spend to get all the chickens, that'd be great. So yeah, 565 red, and I realize this is probably very boring for some people, even with that lag spike. 5354 or a solid 444. I mean, yeah, sorry, Mr. Solid 4s. Come back here, you. Get in there. So yeah, I'm going to do this off camera and letting my draconium stocks build up so that I can get that reactor, because we're just, sorry about that, had to cut. So like I was saying, I'm upgrading the reactor. I actually have all the draconium and redstone blocks ready. I just need more of those, draconic, what are those things called? The reactor stabilizers, these things. I need particle generators, I need the draconium for these energy cores. So letting that build up. So, once we replace the chickens that grew over there with the weaker parents, we then empty out the nesting pens, and we get our eggs, right? And then from there, we just right-click on these nests over here. Black chicken, smart chicken, bone whites. The reds didn't drop anything this time around. I guess both the parents are a little too immature right now to do that. But that's fine, eventually we'll get to them. So yeah, let me just do this. We started the yellows kind of late, so that's why they're a little less good as far as the stats go. Once we get all of these guys up to 10-10-10s, we'll be able to test like breeding a red and a blue to see if it's a 10-10-10 purple or a 5-5-5, and if we need to use the smart chickens or not. Also, I feel like I should point out these are the original 2 chickens we purchased at that marketplace. The marketplace block, that is. So yeah, they have a place of honor. Without them, this entire thing would not be possible. I also ended up removing both roofs because I don't like... I might raise this up one more. I was looking at pictures of real-life barns, like your stereotypical barn. Typically, it's the red building with the white paint and stuff, and this looks nothing like that. And I might try and model it off that, or just do my own thing. But for right now, we're gonna go roofless. Cool. I think I did one other thing that I wanted to show on the montage, but the montage didn't work because I was playing full screen. Again, if anyone knows a fix for that, like a way to play Minecraft full screen, where there's no annoying bar at the top and taskbar at the bottom, that'd be cool. Because right now I set the taskbar to just auto-hide, and we have that bar at the top. So this is the reactor room. Yeah, I did a thing with it. And again, I wanted to show this on camera, but no, that was the wrong one. But I didn't. Like, too bad for me, right? It's the old build palette with some destabilized redstone in the corners to give it a cool feel. It's a much bigger room than those that I normally do. I still need to swap out the floor for glowstone, but I've already plotted out where I want the glowstone pieces to be. So I think the plan is going to be, we can actually get rid of these. Good, that jetpack noise is gone. So this is actually going to have like a layer of clear or thickened glass that we can see through, and we'll be able to interact with the core by right-clicking on it through a hole in the floor over here, I think. We will eventually remove those cells. Right now I'm just using them because why not? How much power do we have stored, actually? I want to get another batch of Awakened Draconium going. We are at... ooh, just enough. I boosted the reactor output, so it should be a lot higher now. So how many cores do we need? I think we need just 6. Plus the heart. You can only do so many of these. And 4 blocks of Draconium. 1, 2, 3, 4... We need 64 blocks, plus the Draconium we're already using to make the reactor in order to upgrade it, plus about 80 redstone blocks, I think. So here, boop, boop, boop. I always try and go for some pattern when I lay out these items, but honestly it doesn't matter. You could do this in any configuration you wanted. There we go. That's going to drain all the power from our base, which is fine. I also, yeah, I'm considering replacing the water in here with cryothium for better coolant properties, because our casing heat and core heat are way too high. So in fact, I think I had the magma crucible making, not blizz powder, although there is a ton of that down here. Although actually, yeah, how much cryothium is that? That's 16 buckets. We need like 32, I think, was the math. I mean, here, let's convert this into cryothium and do more as we need it. So then we're going to take one of those, not reservoirs, maybe it is a reservoir. We're going to disable the reactor for a minute. We'll let some power build back up in our base, because we'll actually eat through the spare 100 million we have or so pretty quickly. We'll disable it, clear out the water, then fill it up. Thermal expansion reservoir is great for this type of thing, because it allows you to place multiple fluids using one big bucket, basically. Also auto-refills equipment, so if you have like a jetpack that takes liquid coal to run, and you have a reservoir filled with liquid coal, it's pretty cool. Good lord, you take an eternity to charge. Yay. Anything else I did trying to montage? I guess let's go show off the seed room while we wait, because this is gonna... no, actually, it does the actual crafting pretty quickly. It's just getting all the power there. Our cables are inadequate, and our power storage isn't great, and the generation could do better too. So yeah, added in a seed, like just regular seeds, auto-crafting into hay with the other seeds going back over here. This is what we're using to breed the chickens, obviously. Let's see, coal blocks, diamond, no draconium, iron, redstone. I've actually slowly been sorting this into our system. I should really just set up like an automated ender chest to put stuff in, but I'm not quite at that point yet, but we are definitely going to get there soon. Same thing with this, because like, All sorts of random goodies over here that I occasionally come by and restock on. Big thing is Draconium, but we're not sieving any endstone right now. I should honestly automate that, because Draconium is what we need right now. This is still just running, doing whatever it wants. We will eventually get a piece of octuple compressed. Although I noticed this. I was looking at recipes and I looked up the mining multi-tool. These used to be septuples. Mapmaker changed it on us. Speaking of the Mapmaker, I've actually been in contact with him via the bug reports about this thing again. From what I can understand, there is no way to fix this. They are bugged indefinitely. Like, updating environmental tech doesn't help, so unless environmental tech mod author finds a way to retroactively fix this, they're bugged. Which is fine. I can just disable power to them and move them, or not move them and just ignore this area, like seal it off, pretend nothing happened over here. These still work fine, though, like the ones I placed after the 1.13 update. Those work fine. But these ones over here, these 6, they're bugged. Nothing about it. So yeah, when it comes time, we have a bunch of tier 6 void ore and void resource miners. We're just going to stick them down near the bedrock level instead of being up here at Y90, because that's a long way to dig down. Maybe we'll even place them in a chamber under here. That'd be cool, right? Yeah, just seal this off, pretend it never happened. Let's see, I was hoping I'd get more Draconium than this, but I should check the purple laser, because, yeah. Like, we're close, we are really close, but at the same time, we're oh so far away. Speaking of which, I don't know if I ever actually showed this off on camera, so let me go show that. I know I definitely showed it in the montage that never happened, but it never happened. So this is a block placer from actually additions at redstone mode deactivation, so it automatically places the blocks. This is a destructor from Refined Storage with a Fortune upgrade from Refined Storage. And yeah, a Fortune 3 upgrade. That will destruct anything placed in front of it and stick it in the ME system and apply the Fortune 3 upgrade to it because it has that Fortune 3 upgrade. I feel so proud. We actually have Neutronium. Like, look at this. I've never used Avitera, I think is how it's supposed to be pronounced before. I've never actually used it before. Ever. This is my first experience with it. I wonder, does this work as a 3x3? Nah. It's a shame. I should stick a normal crafting table in here. But yeah, I've never used this before, and look at me, I got like 5 Neutronium nuggets already. Look at me go. I'm great. I should really be making like 1 billion of those things, though, but that's fine. I do know I showed this off on camera. Holy smokes, that's already filling up. And this is too. Nice. So we're getting seeds. Speaking of which, I do plan on filing another bug report as far as a crafting... Not crafting. Here, let me show it off. Wheat. So, if we look at the recipe for seeds, it's not a crafting bug, it's a crafting... Not inconsistency. What's the word? Point is, you see that you can make seeds from this wheat, right? But if you do that, it makes cow bait. Inconsistency? No. Bug? No. What's the word for when there's more than one recipe? Recipe conflict. There's a recipe conflict with cow bait, and probably more things. I've actually started keeping a list. I was going to file them all once I got it, but so far I only got the one. But yeah, that's a thing. Note to any players of mod packs, especially ones like Stoneblock that don't receive a ton of public attention. Like, it was kind of random that I found out about this pack. Report bugs when you find them. It's important, otherwise the bugs don't get fixed. Anyways, I got tons of chickens to work on, and I want to try it. I want to take another stab at that montage attempt. I don't know how interesting it's going to be. It's going to be me over here with the chickens and some music. Speaking of which, oh, hey, they all hatched. Yeah, I guess it's montage time then. Oh, snap. I tried not once, but twice to get that montage to work. Just, it's been a couple days for me. Let me explain. So, tried doing the montage, right? Didn't press record. Dumb. Tried doing it again. I don't know why it didn't work that time. It just didn't. So yeah, got kind of frustrated with that. Tried recording another part of the episode saying, screw it, I'm not doing the montage today. And that recording so much bad background noise that it was unusable, the footage. So some stuff has happened. Let's go address what happened. Sorry about that. Anyways, upgraded our Draconic Reactor? No, Draconic Energy Core. It is now a Tier 5 Energy Core with a capacity of almost 60 billion RF. Still don't know why Draconic Evolution insists on using G. Yeah, that was a lot of Draconium to make. I also started taking a look at RfTools, but we'll deal with that in just a minute. Anything else I did of note? Upgraded our reactor. That's gelid cryothium in there, not water. Did a bit with chickens and the RfTools stuff. So yeah, let's get right to the RfTools stuff then, shall we? Here, matter transmitter, matter receiver. I think these have power, so I'll just set them up real quick. So I was going to do a bit of a tutorial for them, almost, because I think that some people are confused about how these things work, and I figured I'd show them off, because it's really cool. So, RfTools adds in the ability to make your own dimensions, and you can make a dimension that's entirely made out of, draconium blocks, for example, if you were so inclined. And then you could go to that dimension and quarry it out and have infinite emeralds. So that's something we're going to be doing in this pack, because we're going to need EMC, for example, and emerald blocks have a lot of it. And we don't have, like, the Wand of Animation, so we can't duplicate octuple compressed cobblestone, and I'm pretty sure the Ludicrite loophole no longer exists. So Emerald Dimension is how I'm going to get my EMC when we do get the energy condensers going. Speaking of which, we just need like a bunch of draconium, right? To make the cores necessary to make the awakened infusers. And we've actually already got one of them going. Let me go show that off real quick. Sorry if I'm a bit all over the place. This is like the third cut of this episode that I'm trying to do that might be cut. Also, things got busy with me in real life, so I don't even know when this is coming out. So yeah, we made one of these, we need like 8 more of them, 9 more of them. And then we can actually make the energy condenser, because I think we have all the stuff we need for it, which is awesome. Anyways, back to RfTools dimensions. So we want draconium dimension. That might be expensive. So first, we're going to need the teleport system, because RfTools teleport system is how you access the dimensions. So let's take a look at that. I already know how to do this. I've been doing this for several packs, but I figured I'd show it off. So it consists, the RfTools teleport system consists of 3 blocks. You have your dialing device, matter transmitter, and matter receiver. Stand on the matter transmitter, it sends you to a matter receiver. You can tell the matter transmitter what matter receiver to send you to via the dialing device. You can also use a destination analyzer to make sure that the matter receiver has enough power to send you. So this guy here and this guy here are called home base. That guy there and that guy there, these two, are called secret base. So if I wanted to dial from my home base teleporter to my secret base and pretend that's billions of chunks away, you just do this. Boom. Take some power, sends me right over here. These are full, so I'm not going to bother hooking up power to them, but ideally you'd want them to have a constant source of power, because you can take damage or even die if you don't have enough power. And if you're worried that that thing might not have enough power, and you have a destination analyzer next to your dialing device, you can go home base, secret base, and you can check the connection. It does consume some power to do that, though. So now if you're at your secret base, you just... Oh, that's a crafter. Why do I have a crafter at secret base? It's supposed to be a dialing device. You can then tell it to go to home base. Step on it. Boop. Easy peasy. Anything worthy of note? Other than this lag spike? Seriously, what happened? Anything worthy of note? I think if you place a destination analyzer next to your matter transmitter, it will be a red beam or a green beam, depending on whether or not it can send you to the matter receiver it's dialed to. You can also, you can also interrupt the dial, in case you don't want it to be there anymore. Or you could set it to only dial once, then when you go through it, it's interrupted. Pretty cool. So here, let's go interrupt this one as well, just because I don't like the particle effects. So that's the RfTools teleport system in a nutshell. Now, the dimensions, when you build a dimension, it's going to have a matter receiver that you can then dial out to, assuming you have power. It won't have a matter transmitter or a dialing device there, so you're going to want to be careful and take those things with you, which I'm going to, so that you don't get stranded. Alternatively, if you have a, like an advanced dislocator, or I don't have it on me anymore, but I had something from Teleposer, I think it's called. It's a handheld teleporter. So, onwards to the dimensions themselves. There are 4 key components to this. The Dimlet Workbench, the Dimension Inscriber, the Dimension Builder, and the Dimension Editor. Do I still have any in my system? Dimlet. Nope. Dimlet parcels, where are they? Seriously, where are they? Oh, it's Dimlet. So these things drop from Enderman, and they give you these components over here. Those are used to make the dimension dimlets. So the way the dimensions work, you got to make a dimlet of the thing you want. how to explain it. Say I want a super flat world that's entirely diamond blocks. I would need two dimlets. I would need a diamond block dimlet and a terrain dimlet that's super flat. That would create a dimension where the terrain is super flat, made of diamond blocks. Now, it used to be you could just get these things, drops from mobs, and you could scramble them to get new ones and that sort of thing, but it has changed a little bit. It requires you use the dimlet workbench, which I think is good, because this isn't too complicated. I know it looks bad, but just bear with me for a minute. So say we want a dirt block, or a block of dirt. Block of dirt. Okay, let's say it's a block of coal then. So we would need to get all the ingredients for this, and I actually have them all over here arranged. And let's see what the 6 parts are. So you need your base part. Everything uses a base part. That's how dimensions work. You need your control circuit. Different rarities have the controls. Anywhere from rarity 0 to rarity 6, I think. I only have rarity 5s, though, but we should be fine. Power module. It's either basic, advanced, or regular. Your advanced memory unit, or your memory unit, basic, regular, advanced. Obviously, more complicated ones, like blocks of diamond, take more advanced stuff, like more powerful power dimlets, that sort of thing. Then you need the controller type, which depends on what it's going to be. In this case, because we wanted a material, block of coal, it wanted a material controller. But there's also structure type, liquid type, controller type, digit type. I don't fully understand it myself, to be honest, but I understand enough to make a diamond dimension, for example. However, what we want is a draconium dimension. So I need 64 draconium ore for the next part, because we're going to need a material absorber. Material absorber. This thing over here. What are we missing? Gravel? Really? We don't have gravel in the system? I should really slap like a storage bus on these cobbleworks I make. I was considering moving all this back. Hey, why is this not running? Oh, that's right. I think I shut it off. Well, turn it back on. Why not? I forget why I shut it off. I'm sure there was a reason, though. Anyways, back to the control room. Gravel. Here we go. So now, place this block on top of another type of block, and it will gradually absorb all identical blocks in the area. You can use the end result in the dimlet workbench. I can't talk today. Yeah. So, I think it takes 64 to fully absorb, so we need 64 draconium ore. Fortunately, you can actually make draconium ore if you have draconium dust, but we don't really have a way of getting that other than maybe sieving. So we're just going to let the void ore miners we've got going over here, including this guy over here with the purple lens, just mine it up for us, because we can. I also want to check, yeah, we're still getting this cryonite. Very good. I'm thinking we almost have enough cryonite to get a controller for tier 3. Chironite. I can't talk. I can't pronounce things. But yeah, if I am not mistaken, this is weatherproof. Cool. So that's used to make the lunar array controller. That's the personal nanobot beacon. Wait, really? Ranged. It's used to make personal. So what else do we need to make this then? I guess we still want the saturation modifier at the end of the day, which takes this ionite, which is a tier 4, and we don't even have a tier 3. So back to what this is used for. Yeah, wood ore miner tier 3. And then this, you need this palladium, and then this, you need ionite, and this, you need athium. Ethium? I'm not sure what it's called. Point is, we need tons of stuff, and we're not really getting it super fast, but that's fine, because we have chickens we could work on. But I figured I'd show off some of the tools for making a dimension first. So, once you make your dimlets, because we're going to want a, what's it called? A flat? So we need some way of getting that terrain, a flat terrain, because if we just go terrain, what is this, a terrain absorber? So here, let's make one of these. Just for the sake of it, if I place a terrain down over here, it says it's normal terrain, right? And you can see the progress bar up over here, it's absorbing the normal terrain. So when that's done, we can make a terrain dimlet, right? Basic, 0, controller, basic memory, yeah. Alrighty then, let's go let that run and take a look at the chickens, because we haven't actually been over there, even though I've been talking about them. Also not sure if I showed this off. Yeah, this stuff. Oh hey, we actually got a fair amount of stuff in here now. Just the plastic is what I'm not really getting, because I didn't need it, I just wanted it. Also the seeds, useful for breeding the chickens. There is no such thing as a draconium block dimension or an awakened draconium block dimension, otherwise I would just make one of those. Although 64 awakened draconium blocks will take me a while to get right now. But yeah, once we have tons and tons of draconium, that's going to make progressing through Draconic Evolution and Project E. Holy smokes. It's chicken time. So yeah, these guys over here, all their drops are... Oh my god, no, it's building up. Alright, this is fine. This is okay. So let me show off how I've been doing this, I guess. We have 2 animal nets, so pick a chicken, any chicken. Let's see, this guy here is a 9, 10, 6. Yeah, we've been going for a while. Then we find the weakest of these 2. In this case, that's this guy. And we pop the 6, 10, 9. It reverses it for some reason, I don't know why. Like it reports the strengths one way, then backwards for the other way. And so on and so forth. 6, 6, 5, smart chicken. Oh boy. Here, let me do a very quick montage of me just sorting all these chickens into place. Let's go do that. Oh yeah. So assuming everything went okay, and I'm hoping it does, that should have been a montage of me just doing things with the chickens. That came out wrong. Me superiorizing, no, me perfecting my chickens. Oh yeah. Yeah. Alrighty then. So what should I do now? Honestly, I've done so much of this stuff off camera, I feel really bad about that. Like, the montages are nice, but I wanted to progress stuff on camera. So, do we have enough draconium just to make the infusers, I wonder? It's like 32 draconium per wyvern core, and we need 2 wyvern cores. That's a stack of draconium per injector. Or about 9 more stacks of injectors. Oh yeah, I gave this room a luck, too. I did that during the previous montage that didn't work, but oh well. How much draconium do we have? Not... well, hold on. How much with these blocks? Alright, we have enough to do one of them on camera. So yeah, 2 of these start like oh, only 40. It's not bad. I thought it was more. Plus some diamonds. 4 diamonds plus awakened. Just 1 block is necessary. And then you just pop one of these like that. Stick it in here. 2 of these, 1 over here, 1 over there. It doesn't actually matter what order you put these in. I just like to do it in an order. Oop. Like, you can even do it like this. Shouldn't take too much, only about 1 million. So yeah, I'm gonna keep getting these draconic level things. Then I think it's finally time for the, what's it called? Condenser. The energy condensers. It's been quite a road. So maybe we'll look at the dark and red matter. So what's it take to make dark matter, red matter? So dark matter is just a bunch of this around diamond, and red matter is just a bunch of this around dark matter. So we need a ton of coal. Fortunately, I've been like converting, well, not converting, but I have been like, I made those coal seeds, all that, and I did make something else. Again, I'm not sure if I've already shown this. But if we just head down over here, we got a crafter. You just stick all the coal you want in it, and it converts it using a philosopher's stone. And boom, like 20 fuel right over there. So we need, for the condenser, how much of these do we need? It takes 4 of these, 4 of those. Each of these takes 3 of these. So 12 plus another 4. So 16 dark matter. 16 times 8. 80 plus 48. 108 of these. We have 20 now, and that was like a whole bunch of coal blocks. So we need a ton of coal. Fortunately, coal isn't too hard to come by, but even so, that's an obscene amount of coal. Like, we have a coal season, that might take a while just to get. Does dark matter, red matter have an EMC value? And that's the other thing, I'd like to do this twice. It does have an EMC value, at least. Because one of the first things we'll do, I guess, is duplicate coal to get the rest of this fuel that we need. Because right now, that's a whole bunch. I just did the 8 times 16, right? 80 plus 48. Meh. How did that not count the first time? Whatever. It's a quest. Where's a Game Boy? There it is. And I just put it away. Hey, quest on camera, yay. Black Lotus. I think I get that thing disproportionately high. Like a disproportionately high amount of that. How much for an awakened core? One of these. It's a nether star plus 5 awakened ingots plus 4 wyvern cores and a wyvern tier thing. Oh my. Plus 9 million RF. That'd be crazy. Like, really crazy. The terrain absorber is finished, so now we have a normal terrain dimlet. So now, do we have enough draconium ore to make the draconium dimlet? We need 64. It's not looking good. 9, 13. This doesn't give. This didn't give any. 3. Oh no, we're only a quarter of the way there. Big money. And 26. Well, we're about halfway there. About. Yeah, just under halfway there. We need a whole bunch more draconium to get that. We could do a diamond dimension, or do we want to try making the emerald dimension already? Emerald. Because, I mean, we have emeralds. Emerald block is 9 of these. We need 64 times 9. Gonna need a whole bunch. It's only 25, but that is a lot closer than we were before. Plus, you know, emeralds over here. In fact, I think that was a stack of emeralds right there. Like a stack of emerald blocks worth right there. And we will need the material emerald anyways, so here. Do we have the... Yeah, here we go. So, Here, let's just get ourselves a block placer. No need to make this complicated. Placer. What are we missing? Let's just get a whole bunch of these. So just place, it's on redstone mode, deactivation, place a block of emerald. Cool. Then one of these over here. And there you go. This will turn into a material block of emerald absorber. Let's get some more terrain absorbers as well, because we're actually going to want a few normal dimlets, right? Let's just get 5 of them. So now these will all start absorbing terrain. This is still absorbing those emeralds. Good. It's a full... Actually, that only looks to be about half. Just how many emeralds is this thing going to eat? Because, I mean, that's a quarter at 38%. It might need more. That'd not be good. Also, like, if we look at the here, block of emerald, like, I don't know how much it costs, and we can barely afford it because of the advanced energy module. Although we can technically afford it, I guess. It's only at 50. Yeah, we need another stack of emerald blocks. Emerald. Which means that those draconium blocks are even further off than we thought. Darn. How do we get more emeralds? It's just sieving gravel and a thing, right? Yeah. You get like a 1% chance in iron, 3% chance in that. There is an emerald chicken. There's emerald ore. Actually, yeah, that's a good question. How much emerald ore do we have? You know, I feel like there's got to be some way that you can make a loop with the combiner. Oh yeah, look at all that ore. This is why these things are great to set up early, because you can just set this type of thing up. This is garbage. Yeah, look at all this emerald. We can make an emerald ore dimension instead, but I think we'll go for emerald blocks. It's faster, more efficient, don't have to be processed, that sort of thing. Yeah, look at this. Oh yeah. So happy right now. Oh, give me that. And again, I'm pretty sure I've showed this off on camera though, but just in case I haven't, down over here, place these in the auto placer. This is a destructor from refined storage with a Fortune 3 upgrade, so it will break blocks and apply Fortune 3 to them, which means we're getting tons of emeralds right now, if we look in our system. Yeah, look at it go. While it's doing that, let's go get some coal blocks too. Yeah, these things were a good investment to start early, which is why I didn't start them early. And just look at how common that is. Coal is easy. Nope, nothing in there. Nothing in here. Plenty in here by the looks of it. So much coal ore. To the point where I'm actually full. Full of coal. To be fair, we're consuming copious amounts of it. So here, let's just go get ourselves a chest. Not an alchemical chest, just a diamond chest will do. Yeah. And a conduit. Set this guy to insert. Extract always active. Stick our coal in there. And yeah, this thing's already placing coal and breaking coal now, so we'll actually disable this just for a minute. Take out these. How are we doing on emeralds? Wrong area. Yeah, look at that. Getting pretty close. We need another 16 blocks? No, 14 blocks. Then the dimlet's ready and we can try to make the dimension. It will probably cost a ton to run, though. Like an absolute ton. What's the recipe for this? I thought, yeah, the tier 1 void ore miner can definitely get it. It prefers the black lens, though. Should we get one of those? What's the use of this? One desired accuracy modifier. Ooh! But also needs platinum for that. Pisium modifier, water breathing, strength. Ooh, we're gonna need it anyways for this, but we already have. Yeah, I don't know. It's a thing. $14 more blocks. Perfect. Yeah, this thing consumes it, but then we are going to get so many more back, it's not even funny. So yeah, we can turn this on now. Okay, Emerald Absorber is ready, so then we take it over to the Dimlet Workbench over here. Create cost 80,000 RF per tick, and then 20,000 RF per tick for this. Just to maintain it. Yeah, I know that's the thing. So now we have our 2 dimlets. We are going to need a blank dimlet, or a blank dimension tab. One of these is just paper redstone. You take it over to the dimension inscriber. Stick it in over here. We're going to call this Emerald World. Stick in your terrain dimlet. Dangly modifiers. So now this will create a normal terrain made out of emeralds, if I am correct. Store. So now that on its own doesn't do much. Holy 400,000 RF per tick. 100,000. Holy. Whoa. That is a lot more expensive than it led me to believe. I mean, we have power stored. We could do it, but I don't know if we could send it to that level. Give me just a second. Oh, it's no longer back there. I figured as much, you know? I'm guessing the pack maker tweaked it to make it cost more, which makes sense, because that's a really powerful thing we got going there. But just, let's look at our power situation. Without doing fusion crafting, we have 1 billion RF. Like, yay for us. And we have 10,000 RF going in pretty consistently, but that's going to drain so quickly. Because it's creation cost of 400,000 and then maintenance cost of 100,000. So there are other ways for us to get words. There are ways for us to lower the cost on it, but I just think it's a little bit beyond what we can afford right now. So for right now, we're just going to get a chest, right? We're going to stick that tab over there. Emerald World's in there. If we needed to, we could take out the terrain dimlet. Wow, though. I should probably make the phased field projector then. If we get trapped in a dimension that doesn't have power, we will die. So this will protect us as long as it has power, as long as it's in our hotbar. And because we have a wireless power sending system, as long as we have power, it should be good, I hope. So I'm just going to let that charge up in my inventory, and then we'll stick it in the thing. Because we'll want to be very careful if we end up going to a dimension, especially that emerald dimension we just made. Which means the draconium dimension is probably going to be a lot worse, because that's a rarity 4 dimlet, I think, versus rarity 6, which is what the draconium is, at least if my memory serves. Wow. That's crazy. Alright, let's maybe peek back at the chickens, then I'll probably call it for the episode. I apologize if this episode's a little more scatterbrained than my normal scatterbrainness. Like I said, stuff's going on in real life, so things might be a little weird for the next week or so. Hopefully things will level out, though. Alright, chickens hatched? I think they did. Yeah, they're leaving their junk all over the ground. Okay. Let's just do another quick montage. Alrighty then. So that was a montage. Yep. I think that's going to do it for this episode, actually. Thank you all for watching. See you again next time. Take care. Bye-bye.